So just to take you through the Governor's Virtual Office so you can get an idea of the benefits of it and the functionality. Um, it's basically a website which we go to, and the benefits will be that it's designed specifically for governors. It's a single repository for all documents that all governors might want to access. It's accessible over any internet browser, so you don't need to be connected to a special network. We can all have special individual usernames for it. It provides secure storage for documents, and the server resides in a business-grade data center somewhere in Kent. And that's in comparison to public cloud services such as Dropbox or OneDrive, where the documents could be shared anywhere in the world, really, and we've got less control over that. All communication is encrypted, so for the techies, it uses SSL, which is the same encryption that internet banking, etc., uses, and you can tell that from the padlock at the top. Okay, so let me just log on, and this is a demo site, so we don't have full functionality, but if I log on, you can see some of the benefits of it. In terms of what it's trying to do here, the idea of behind the governor office is to reduce email. That's one of the things, so that rather than sending emails back and forward and a large number of documents, that we can actually do it using an online repository. It also addresses the issues around policy maintenance, so ownership of policies when they come up for review. So I'll take you through that. It's got areas specifically for each committee as well as the full governing body as well. And you can see here the structure that on this dummy site that's been set up. It's designed to encourage collaboration by obtaining feedback on documents. The idea being that more discussions take place outside of meetings, which makes the meetings more effective. And we can now focus ourselves on more strategic issues. It's also got a calendar, contact list, and task list as well. Okay, so let me just take you through some of these, and here you can see that the general structure of it. It's very well simply designed. Calendar, policy maintenance, discussion zones, folders for each of the committees, and tasks. When you actually log on, what it does is it brings you into this page and it shows you anything that's happened over the last week. So you can any new documents that have been uploaded, anyone that's logged on, etc. So that when you log on, you can get an update of what's actually happened. If we just focus on a couple of these folders then, so on the left hand side here, we've got all our folders, and I'm just going to take you through some of these. So one of the things that we're looking at is policy maintenance. So we've got a folder here for policies, and if we click on, and in this folder we can have the current policies, policies that are under document, we can archive historical policies, so they're all accessible there. If we just click on current policies, I'll just zoom out a little bit so you can see this. But essentially, what we've got here is each of the policies with a review date, the effective date, and the owner, so that we can actually allocate policies to individual committees or individual owners. We can put in the review date, and then the system will automatically let us know when those review dates are coming up. We can also download the actual document by clicking on the attachment there as well. The other thing that's quite interesting about it is good is that you can add comments. So for example, here you'll notice that the attendance policy has got a little two icon beside it there. That means someone's commented on that, and if we click on the policy, it takes us to this window, and then we can click on comments. And the idea being that we can have a little offline discussion between governors, so we can comment on things, and you can hit reply and just add comments to it. Okay, so in terms of policy maintenance, it should be a good tool to allow us to bring them all into one place, and obviously we can all have access to them, and we know which ones are the most up-to-date one. For the full governor body meetings, we've got a folder here for full governor body, and typically in here we would put any documentations associated with any of the meetings. There's a standard set of folders which we can customize, so you've got a news folder here if there were certain things that we wanted to make governors aware of. But I think predominantly we would probably use the meetings folder, and in here we would have a single folder or for a single file for each of the meetings that we have. And if you click on this, the idea being that the clerk would upload the agenda, previous meeting minutes to this, and they're all in one place, and then we can either read them online or you can download them onto your own machine there. We can also add comments again. So if individuals want to add comments on the papers before the meeting, they can be that can be done there as well. Similar structure for the individual committees. So finance and staffing here, very similar set of folders. Um, and I guess within the committees, because we do, a lot of the business of the governing body there, we've got a folder there, and we could put anything which relates to that committee. So we could have the budget for the year, we could have the monitoring reports, we could have for finance and governing, for finance and staffing, we've got the staff well-being, etc. So that could all be stored within repository just for finance and staffing, but we'd all have access to it. I mean, we can create the folder structure as we want, but generally, it's the same sort of structure for each of the committees. We've also got a folder here for key documents. So this could be for things which all governors won't need access to. So examples here: raise online reports, school development plan, personnel staffing, things like that. I mean, just to show how easy it is to add a file, so we've created one here for Downton, just a little temporary. If you want to upload something to the site, you simply click on New, Upload, and you just go on your own machine, find a document you want to upload, and do it that way. Okay, I won't do it, but you get the idea. Okay. And just finally, other things in here. We've got a links folder, so we could put some shared links there that we might want might want to share across the governors. We've also got the list of all the members, so contact details could go on this as well securely. And finally, a calendar, which I guess is quite useful, so we can keep track in one place of finance of full governing body meetings, committee meetings, holiday dates for the school, anything that's going on in the school. And although this is shown as a web browser view, we can actually sync this to individual Outlook calendars. So if you use Outlook or Google Calendar at home, then you can subscribe to that calendar and use it that way. And to say finally, when you log on, you get taken to this homepage, and it shows you anything that's been added over the last week or so. So it can be printed off. So I hope that was useful. That's the Governor's Virtual Office.